There's a proverb that says that life is a journey, and rightfully so. From the greatest of men to the least of noobs, everybody goes through good and bad times. Each circumstance, option, and second of life is comparable to a small test. Each decision pushes you down a specific path. This is why it's important that you get to observe people's lives and other people's activities that have led them to this point in their lives. Learn from both the great guy and the noob who is devoted to your life. Allow observation to pervade every aspect of your life. It's the simplest method to slice off 10, 20, or even 30 years from your experience curve and place yourself ahead of the 99%. Keep in mind that life is filled with lessons, and it's your responsibility as a man to remain a student for life. When you believe you are a genius and have learned enough, you will never progress. Here are 8 lessons and principles men learn too late in life. Number 1. Everything is temporary. The good times and the bad times are both temporary. Whenever your life is running smoothly and you are joyful, appreciate it as much as possible and be thankful for it. Correspondingly, whenever you are depressed, lay low and go through difficult challenges like a man. Understand it is not the end of the world. All over my life, I have come across numerous men who the moment they win a jackpot, ditch their families and begin talking roughly with the individuals who have been around them from day one. When you do all these things, you forget that even happy times are temporary. Even if you are a wealthy man, a time will come when you will need to depend on something other than cash, so never ever let your emotions control the best of you during both good and bad times. Remain positive and keep your mind clear. Number 2. Life is not fair. It's no news that each of us was born with various sets of cards. Some people were born with a silver spoon, whereas other people were born with nothing. You can cry and complain all you want about God, or your family not providing you with the things you need to move forward in life, but remember that the responsibility to craftily knit together a perfect life will eventually fall on you. The life you desire, on the other hand, is the end of the problems you despise. It's similar to the adage that if you want to chase happiness, start with the unpleasant. They are the pillars of masculinity. Number 3. The biggest risk is taking no risk. If you look carefully at a number of the most successful individuals out there, you will notice that they decided to take action to get somewhere. Everything worth having in life comes with some type of risk. Let's assume you find a girl truly beautiful, and wish to cover down. Well, guess what? You have to approach her and begin a conversation. Most men may find this difficult, and they will dissolve the moment. Women sometimes cross in front of them regardless of what they are doing, whether it is looking for a relationship or resigning from your 9-to-6 job to begin a better paying job. Most things worth doing eventually come with a risk. The option is ultimately yours, to take the chance and strictly adhere to it, or to avoid it and keep on living a modest life. Number 4. The importance of being present. 50% of men tend to concentrate on the future, while the remaining 50% usually prefer to dwell in the past. These are incredibly risky areas to live in. While it is essential to think about your future, be conscious not to allow it to affect your present. There's really nothing wrong with considering your future. In fact, it's among the most effective ways to gain direction for your life. But don't live there. Let your emotions concerning your future act as a gentle reminder, while you operate in the present to achieve that lifestyle. The same appears to be going for living in the past. So many guys dwell in this imaginary world of the past. You will commonly hear someone lament, "Oh, I wish the good old days could return." When you do this, you become the exact reason that prevents you from living in the great times. The only way to shift back to the present is when you have a reason to live up to every day. Remember, as a man, that you have no goal and will wander around like a mindless monster who lives half the time in the future and half the time in the past. Number 5. Overthinking makes things worse. When we grow up, we have the habit of overthinking anything. You'll find yourself becoming irritated over each minor other's behavior. Perhaps someone did not say goodbye to you after work and you suspect they dislike you. All of a sudden, there are things that will eventually kill you from the inside out, even if the other individual had evil intentions toward you. Stop paying any attention to such ideas, and most importantly, don't build up fantasy circumstances in your mind. Remember that action is the cure for overthinking, so whenever you find yourself falling deeper into the maelstrom of overthinking, go for a run or get down and crank out push-ups until you fail. Number 6. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is your own choice, and therefore only you have the capacity to make yourself happy. The majority of your excitement comes from within. You have control over your emotions, so don't expect someone else to ensure that you are happy. In fact, this is the major reason most relationships fail. Each partner in the relationship comes together with the idea that the other person will bring them happiness. But this is never the case, unless you're able to keep your own self happy in the first place. Never hope that your relationship could ever work out, not only relationships, but every connection in life. Let's assume it's raining heavily. One individual might jump around and be cheerful in the rain, while the other individual curses God for allowing such a heavy rain to take place. So, keep in mind, happiness is a choice. It's an attitude you need to perfect every single day. One of the easiest ways to start creating this attitude is by first switching off your social media. Social media has resulted in such harm that even though it is portrayed as something to bring you closely together with people, it actually the polar opposite and produces nothing but jealousy in you. Number 7. Do what you love and enjoy what you do. Your employment is a huge part of your life. Choose it wisely. Imagine a person who likes programming. Do you believe he would just get up one day and all of a sudden decide to create construction projects? Even if he isn't confined to do that, he might not be able to do it effectively. Therefore, consider your time precious. Only focus your time and energy on building the skills that will progress your profession. Many men waste 50% of their lives since they choose occupations or skills that their friends prefer, yet they really have no interest in themselves. If you are not content with the specialization of the work you are performing, you will not be happy with your profession. This frustration will also affect so many other areas of your life. That's what you call investing in yourself. This can also be applicable to your informal life. Only participate in activities that suit your mission and goals. Number 8. Your mind is your best friend and your worst enemy. The last and most significant life lesson concerns your thoughts. You are the cause for everything that is happening in your life. You cannot blame anybody for your mistakes or shortcomings. 99% of the time, what you're thinking decides if you're a winner or a loser. Prepare your mind to become your best friend, since it will live with you for the entire duration of your life. Every moment you see yourself in the mirror, your mind must also vouch for you as the best man, almost as though your mind should try looking up to you as being a good influence, greatest supporter and fan. This is one of the unique features of all successful men. Therefore, remember, brothers, that life is a gift from God that you have to appreciate every day. Each day, remain a student for life, keep learning, and ensure that you execute these life lessons in your life, which is something most men do not learn until late in life. By the way, do not forget to show some love. Click the subscribe button and then the like button for the YouTube algorithm. See you in the next video.